Since our last video on crypto scams, things have arguably gotten a lot worse. In 2024 alone, scammers stole at least 9.9 billion in crypto. And scammers are only getting smarter and more creative every year. And danger isn't always obvious anymore. So this video is an updated breakdown of the latest crypto scams and how you can avoid becoming a victim. Let's start with the time-old social engineering. Scammers have always targeted victims through platforms and people that they already trust, but it's only getting scarily more believable. A few cases surfaced where scammers tried to get you to install malware onto your device via a fake Zoom link. Through a compromised account, they impersonate a coworker, a friend, or someone that you've talked to before on Telegram, and they say that they want to catch up or discuss a project, and then send you what looks like a Zoom link. And that fake link then takes you to a clone site that looks identical to the real thing. Then once you join the call, you'll likely see familiar faces, but they're not real. Just convincing enough deepfakes.
Wow, that looks a lot like Claire. I can't, it's a little bit creepy.
And now that you're convinced that you're in a real Zoom call with people that you know, the real bait appears in the form of a small technical issue. They'll say that they can't hear you or that your Zoom version needs a quick update. And since the site is controlled by the attacker, a pop-up to install that update automatically appears. Now, if you click it, that is all it takes to install malware that gives them access to your device, passwords, and crypto wallets. This kind of attack can take many forms, so make sure to never install or run anything you didn't get through official channels. Stay skeptical and verify contacts on another platform to make sure that it's really them. But these attackers aren't just exploiting people that you trust, even sites you trust can be turned against you. In June 2025, CoinGecko displayed a fake verify your wallet pop-up on its website. Users who clicked it unknowingly gave hackers permission to drain their wallets. Attackers pulled this off by exploiting a vulnerability that made the fake pop-up appear as if it was coming from CoinGecko itself. A few days later, Cointelegraph was hit by a similar attack and briefly showed a fake airdrop banner to visitors. These kinds of attacks that take advantage of your trust in reputable platforms are not new. Attackers have in the past managed to compromise a shared toolkit used by multiple crypto apps to handle wallet connections. Suddenly, any app that used that tool would unknowingly run a wallet draining script the moment a user connected. Then there is an even scarier attack called ether hiding, where hackers use the blockchain itself to hide and deliver malware. It usually begins with social engineering, where the attacker lures a developer through a fake recruitment process, which includes a technical assessment that asks them to download or run malicious code from a normal source like GitHub. Once that code runs, it compromises the developer's system and lets the attacker slip their own code into the websites or projects that the developer manages. Then, when someone visits that site, the hidden script quietly reaches out to a blockchain network like Ethereum or BSC and pulls a small chunk of data that's actually malware stored on-chain. The malware runs right inside the visitor's browser, stealing passwords, draining wallets, or even showing fake login pages. And because it's coming directly from the blockchain instead of a normal server, there's no simple way to take it down. So one thing that you could do to minimize risk is to use separate browser profiles or even a dedicated browser or device just for crypto with no logged in sessions or extensions that could be hijacked. Also, use wallets that warn you about risky permissions, and also keep an eye on project updates so that you'll know quickly if a site that you use has been compromised. And then phishing has also evolved, making them harder to spot than ever. On mobile, some phishing sites can still fake the browser's address bar. It's an old trick, but it still works to make fake sites look real. In this demo, for example, you'll see a page that looks like HSBC's official site. It even shows the green padlock and www.hsbc.com in the bar. The real site is still visible at the very top, but the fake bar, it looks convincing enough that some people just wouldn't notice that they're on a phishing page. And then there's email phishing, except this time the scam emails actually come from what looks like a trusted source. Hackers have managed to send emails that appear to come directly from Google or Microsoft. And if you take the bait, you'll end up unknowingly sharing sensitive information with the scammer, or in some cases, they'll try to get you to install malware on your device. Now, since these phishing emails can slip past spam filters and look pretty legitimate, don't trust an email just because of where it says that it's from. Always check the links before clicking, and if you get a critical alert, go straight to the official website or app to verify it yourself. And sometimes attackers don't even need to trick you into clicking anything. They'll just wait for you to install the wrong app. In June this year, researchers uncovered a spyware that had slipped into both the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. And its goal was to simply steal seed phrases and private keys from your phone. It hid inside innocent-looking apps like a crypto portfolio tracker on iOS or a messaging app with crypto features on Android, each with thousands of downloads. But once it was installed, the malware quietly scanned your photo gallery and files for anything that looked like a seed phrase or wallet credentials. And if it spotted something resembling a seed phrase or private key, it flagged that image and uploaded it to the attacker's server. So the takeaway here is simple. Never save your seed phrase or private key in any digital form on your phone. Stick to trusted apps and avoid downloading random APKs. And finally, don't grant unnecessary permissions to apps. So scammers have also found a way to cash in on the gold rush created by meme coins. One of the tricks going around is the fake MEV trading bot. You've probably seen those YouTube videos that promise easy money. Just deploy this bot, send a little ETH, and let it automatically find arbitrage opportunities for you. Except the moment that you do, your ETH is gone. The contract is built to drain your wallet and send the money straight to the scammer's address. In one case, a single address pulled in over $900,000 from people doing exactly this. And then AI. It has only made things worse. The people in these videos aren't even real. They're deepfake avatars working around the clock, selling the same get-rich story over and over. So, as a rule, never deploy code that you don't understand, especially not just because a random video told you to. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So, with that, you're all caught up on some of the more sophisticated scams that attackers are pulling off today. The reality is crypto scams are going to continue evolving, and no matter how careful you think you are, all it takes is one moment of trust in the wrong link, the wrong update, or the wrong app. So slow down, double check everything, and question anything that feels too urgent or too good to be true. So hopefully this video helped you out, and drop a comment if you've come across any of these scams. Your experience might help someone else avoid becoming the next victim.